Hello, everybody. What's up? What's going on? And welcome to the 79th episode of Raptors One. So, the Raptors are going on a pretty decent run, even though it's only two games in a row that we have won. What I've seen is encouraging. And the real test is going to be tonight and tomorrow, as it's going to be a back to back. So, let's first talk about the recent two-game winning streak that we have. The first game, the first win, coming against Denver Nuggets, the best in the West, right? That was a crazy win, and it seems like Freddie stepped up in that game big time. He had like 36 or 39 points. I can't exactly remember. He went on a tear. Jokic guarding him, closing in on his shots, didn't matter. Huge rainbow, still all net, baby. Swish! Yeah, man. Freddie was cooking all night long. OG stepping it up big time, too. Pascal had a little bit of a tough game. And, Gary being Gary, not really his buckets. But, we still won the game. And to think that we won against Denver, and it seems like maybe we do match up stylistically. And it seems like the last game that we played against Denver, which was a loss, could have been a win if we had played just like this. I mean, we didn't play too far off from here, from how we played against Denver recently, but it had to boil down to a bad call and basically the end of the game. And, there was no mental toughness in that previous game, but in this game, from the offset, I mean, to set a franchise record of 49 points in a quarter, yeah, man, they came out hungry, they came out desperate. And I'm just glad that, we got that W, because it was very important for us to get that W. Especially if we wanted to make sure and solidify a position, at the very least, in the play-in tournament. That's how desperate things are getting for us. But I gotta say, Freddie put the team on his back. He did his floor general thing. He was a true leader in that game. And, some of the things that you like to see from a leader, we got to see in that game and in the game following that as well. Little things, these may look like little things, but they actually make a huge impact overall. Things like, Scotty's having a tough game, but then Freddie somehow makes it his business, finds Scotty, gives him a nice deuce, throws him a nice dime, and then, you can tell, like, Scotty's like, oh man, finally I got one. You can see the frustration on his face, and being the vet and being the leader as Freddie is, he goes up to him, he's like, yo man, good job, man, yeah, just keep it up, baby. And he's tapping on his head. Those little things, it may seem like, man, whatever, but trust me, those little things make a huge impact. Because guess who else was known for doing things like that? You can take Tim Duncan. He's the best example of this. Like, especially with all his guys, it didn't matter who it was, whether it was Manu, whether it was Tony Parker, anybody. He would just give a little tap on the head, be like, man, we got you. You got this, man. You got this. Just little things like that make a huge impact. Then the last game we played against OKC, I gotta say, like, these two games, and again, I'm a very realistic fan. Yes, I always expect the Raptors to win any matchup. And I've been saying this since day one. I have a lot of confidence in the squad. It's just that the squad hasn't been performing together properly. Individually, yes, they're good, but this is a team sport. And as good as you may be individually, sometimes you will have off games. But that's where the concept of team play comes in. And that's where you need to rely on other players, not just look for your own, to get hot. The win against OKC, that was a good one too. Especially because I honestly thought we were going to lose against OKC. And it's just because, like, and again, the one thing that I saw encouraging, even after I had picked OKC to win that game, and I'm glad I'm not a betting man and I don't bet. But even after I had picked OKC to win that game. The encouraging thing was the Raptors were able to exploit the weakness of OKC and really take advantage of their own strength, which was size. You can tell, like, look at the rebounds. There was a huge margin between the rebounds. We out-rebounded them by at least 20 rebounds. I'm not entirely sure of the stats. I saw it so long ago, but at least 20 rebounds. We out-rebounded them. And you know what they say, you control the boards, you control the game. And that is exactly what they did. Then they started pounding the ball in the paint too. And in the game against OKC, I think all the starters had a pretty good game. Even in the bench, like, I feel like bench is just Gary and Chris. That's it. Everybody else is just kind of like there, and that's what I don't like, because Nurse is playing tight rotations. Nurse is playing his starters some heavy minutes. Yes, Gary and Chris, sometimes they'll play some heavier minutes in certain games, but like I always say, and if you don't believe me, you need to check out my channel. Check out the other videos. I constantly mention this, that the season is a marathon, not a sprint. You cannot, you cannot tire your players by playing them heavy minutes just because you need that win. Unfortunately, we're in that situation right now where we have to play our starters heavy minutes because we need to solidify, at the very least, a play-in tournament spot. So like I said, check out my other videos on my channel, and if you like the content, of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and also hit that subscribe button. And if you like, hit the comment section. Again, keep it respectful, of course. We're all entitled to our opinions, and just keep it respectful. That's it. And again, OG Anunoby, he has been going on a tear. I feel like OG is going to be our X factor. Like, yes, we do expect Pascal to be Pascal. And yes, we do expect Freddie too. We should be saying that Freddie should be consistently Freddie. He should be steady. But he ain't been steady, Freddie, lately. He's only starting to pick it up now. But I guess what they say is, it's never late to peak. Better peak late than never, I guess. But yeah, OG is going to be our X factor. He's definitely, and Scotty too. I'll give Scotty, Scotty and OG would be our X factors. And, Jakob Poeltl, man, that trade deadline, my goodness. I think Jakob Poeltl was the best move in the entire trade deadline. That's right, I said it. It's even better than the Kyrie move to Dallas. It's even better than Kevin Durant moving to Phoenix Suns. Quote me on it. I am saying it. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because you've seen how Dallas is faring right now post Kyrie trade. You're also seeing how Phoenix is doing post Durant trade. Now, on paper, those two teams, it seems like they made the best trades ever, whatever, like it's the best trades of the trade deadline. But, results speak, and clearly they ain't speaking right now. However, Jakob Poeltl, that was definitely a move that, my goodness, this man cannot just only bang in the paint, but he's got that IQ and he can move the ball around so well. This is why Jakob Poeltl was the best trade deadline decision to be made this season. And yes, there is a Toronto Raptors fan bias. Yes. Okay, I guess even the Mikal Bridges to Brooklyn Nets was a pretty decent move too. Now we got tonight's game. So tonight we be playing Minnesota Timberwolves, and it's going to be an interesting game. I feel like a Raptors win in this one. And I think the Raptors will and should win this game because on Sunday, they're playing Milwaukee. And as much as I would love to say that we, after acquiring Jakob Poeltl, match up well against Milwaukee, I still think there may be a slight mismatch. Maybe. Needless to say, and as a fan, you could be unrealistic and say, We just need to win all the games till the end of the season. But that's not the case, which is why I'm allowing the fudge factor for the L against Milwaukee. We may just have to take that out. Who knows? But it will be nice if we do get this win on this back-to-back. I feel like these two games here is going to be pivotal to see if the Raptors can sustain their level of play as of late, and to really see where this club will go come the postseason. That's all I got for today, folks. Again, if you like the content, don't forget to check out my channel. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the content. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that comment section as well. Until next time, I'm out.